Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We are excited you're here. We have a great webinar. We're going to talk about creating sponsorship opportunities today. So thanks for joining us. Just some logistics before we get started here. We will be recording the webinar and we will post a copy onto eDirectory.com on the blog section within 24 hours. So if you want to review later or pass it along, you can check back and we'll have a copy on the website. Also, if anybody has any questions or comments during the webinar, feel free to post them into the online chat and we will stop periodically to answer questions. And then at the end of the webinar, we'll have more time to answer anything about this topic or anything else. Just drop them into the online chat. And so welcome, I'm James, I'm the founder of the company. And with us today, we have Gabriel and Larissa from our marketing team. Hi, guys.
Hello, James. Hello, everybody.
All right, great. And we have some upcoming webinars also coming soon. We do these every 2 weeks on Wednesday. On the 19th, we're going to talk about driving traffic to the website and creating engagement. So we'll have a number of great tips there. And on March 5th, optimizing the directory with the SEO tools. So some SEO tips on the 5th of March. So you can sign up for those on eDirectory.com. And for anybody that's new here, just a very, very quick recap on what the eDirectory product does. That's the product that we offer. It is a content management system for creating listing style, directory style websites. It works for all sorts of different industries and purposes, everything from local guides to niche vendor directories, membership sites. You can upload your listing data. It creates pages from those listings. People can sign up and claim them. You can collect payment. It does all the renewals, all that sort of stuff on the back end. It is highly customizable. We also have native iPhone and Android apps. And we spend a lot of time doing SEO optimization. So the sites work pretty well. And we also have a version where the source code is available for the website. Go in and integrate with legacy systems or adjust it yourself. Visit eDirectory.com to schedule a demo and talk with an account exec about how it might fit with your needs. And so on to today's webinar, creating sponsorship opportunities. So with this, I'll turn it over to Gabriel.
All right. Thank you, James. So yes, let's get started here. So hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. I'm Gabriel. I'm part of the marketing team here at eDirectory, and we are going to talk about how to create sponsorship opportunities so you can attract more clients and actually drive some more revenue out of them. Okay. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's start with the foundation of any strategy aiming to attract more sponsors. One of them is actually a new feature that we have introduced last year on eDirectory, which is creating custom packages with offers. So what we mean by that is that now, instead of just selling, for example, you can sell one listing and separate and on separate, you could sell classifieds or events or banners. Now we can combine everything and create a very attractive package to attract more customers. So yes, that's a great advantage that we have now, that you can take advantage on eDirectory and actually build a strategy around that. Further down the presentation, I will show you how to create these bundles and how it's super easy to do. And it can definitely not only attract more sponsors, but also you can charge a little bit more, offering different products or modules that you can make some revenue out of it. Okay. Also, one thing that is not new to eDirectory, that is common to strategies for monetizing directory websites, is creating tiered plans. For example, you can lure a customer in a basic plan or a free plan, and they try to upsell them to a more premium plan. And then you can create, for example, you can start with only 2 plans, let's say one basic and one premium, or you can create, for example, a 3-plan strategy where you can create a diamond plan where you can offer more premium listing and more services as well. So that's another strategy that you can implement on your website. Next one. So how to showcase a sponsor value using the eDirectory tools. So talking about that, eDirectory built-in tools, they are designed to highlight sponsor visibility. For example, you can use the widgets inside the drag and drop visual editor that we have. If you're not familiar with that tool, so basically you have a visual editor where you can drag and drop widgets. And among these widgets, we have several of different widgets there. There are a few of them that are selected to promote listings, promote events on any page that you want. For example, if you want a special listing from a customer to be highlighted on your homepage, you can do that easily. You can select either by tier. For example, someone pays a premium plan, they will show up first, or you can handpick listings as well, or you can make a rule, for example, to select through alphabetical order or from newest, addition, add listings, etc. Also, you can customize sponsor profiles to make them stand out. And by that, I mean, you can use the template editor tool to make special templates for those who are paying a little bit more. Let's say someone is paying a premium for a listing. You can use the template editor, which is one of the most powerful directory features, to really offer, for example, extra galleries for photos, extra videos, extra links where someone can, where your sponsor could, for example, upload a PDF menu or a PDF offer or any kind of file. And you can also insert CTA buttons to drive the user to the sponsor shopping cart, for example, if they have, let's say, an account on external service for food or for delivery or something like that. So you can really create a much more powerful listing for those who are spending spending the premium on your directory. Now talking a little bit more about strategy outside the platform, outside the directory. Of course, you have to spend some time and do your research on your market. Usually we say that directories that go a long way, that have success, are those with a niche public, a niche target, and that they offer curated content. So let's say if you run a directory for medical clinics or for example, pet shops or pet food or pet, I don't know, training centers, stuff like that, you can really go, if you run local for a neighborhood or for a city, make sure that you contact the right person, the person that makes the decisions, and target these decision makers, research and connect with these people in the organizations that they will have the authority, for example, for you to buy a space on your direct website. Also, refine your pitch, tailor your message to address the specific needs and goals. So do your research, for example, on highlighting what are the advantages that you can offer on your website to attract these decision makers as well. And yeah, of course, understand your audience. That's key for any kind of online business. So that would be the advice here. Another good tactic, this goes, I mean, for any kind of selling business, whether online or offline, like in person, which is upselling and cross-selling. This is the classical example. Upselling would be making the consumer paying a little bit more for what they get. As we mentioned on eDirectory, you can do that by attracting them with a free plan or a basic plan where you charge a little bit, but you also limit your offer. And then you try to bring your customer to pay a little bit more and then have more features and therefore more benefits. So upselling involves encouraging sponsors to upgrade to a higher tier package with more features, basically. While cross-selling means offering additional services such as enhanced content or advertising options to complement their existing package. So both strategies can increase revenue while providing more to your sponsors. So you could combine the two of them or explore a little bit more one and then the other later. Have that in mind as well. Yeah, for example, we mentioned here, so you can turn basic listings into premium sponsorships using the template editor, as I mentioned. And also you can offer add-ons like social media promotion or email marketing. Let's say you have a big list of leads or your base is, you have like a big email base, database that where you can also send promos and use that to your advantage, offering that as an extra service as well. And also bundling other services, we usually call that agency services because, I mean, to further enhance your sponsorship packages, you could consider, for example, offering photography services. Usually, the successful directories are the ones with great images. The images they can make or break your website, and don't let your sponsors take care of that because they won't. They don't know how to do it, or they will use like really bad images. So you can offer as an extra to take photos or hire like a freelance photographer to do that for you. Same goes for creating video content. Nowadays, I mean, more than ever, video is key to social media presence. So you can offer that service as well to capture, let's say in a local business, you go there and you film and you create some content and then you offer that as an extra. If you know how to do it, you can also offer some optimization for SEO, search engine optimization. eDirectory is pretty good on SEO for every module and also for the website itself. So if I mean, each listing, each category, you have the specific SEO fields that you can use to your advantage. Usually sponsors, they don't know how to use it, how to take advantage of that. And then you can sell that as an extra. You can also create content in terms of text. For example, we see this a lot. We see a lot of directories that they have a lot of listings, but they don't have any text. They just have like the basic information about the name of the business and the telephone, and that's it. They don't have like a good description, a good summary. They don't have the keywords as well. So you can offer that to make the listing of your sponsor really rich. And for other example would be social media management. You can offer that as an extra service as well. So these add-ons not only increase the perceived value of your packages, but also help sponsors to achieve better results. So have that in mind when you're trying to create an offer to attract more sponsors. And yes, and create a compelling pitch. So again, your pitch should highlight your directory's curated content and engaged audience, highlight the unique benefits of sponsoring your directory. Additionally, invest in your website's brand identity to look professional, and this would include a clean design, cohesive logo, consistent colors and images. Again, talking about the images, they are super important to sell the website. Your homepage will be your business card and the first way that most of your users will interact with your business, whether by phone or sitting on a computer. Your website has to look good. And I mean, keep your content engaging and simple. and make sure that you are leaving a good impression. Here we have two examples of brand identity. For example, for a gardening shop, you might go with earthy tones and browns and greens. While a law firm, you could go for a professional blue color, blue scheme as well. Use some logos and verbiage as well to create a clean and formal messaging. So make sure that your tone and your identity matches your niche. Okay. Also, we have a sales pitch presentation that is a template where you can change the images, you can change everything. Is a PowerPoint file. You just can. I think Larissa will paste the correct link there, but it's under the resource tab on our website, eDirectory.com.
Yeah, so just to be clear, we have some pre-built resources to help you with your sales and marketing of your site, and those are available on eDirectory.com /directory-resource, and we'll post the link into the chat as well.
That's right. And measuring sponsor ROI. So this is key. I mean, in the end of the day, if your website don't generate value, I mean, if don't generate leads or clicks or website traffic, it's good for nothing, right? So how do you make sure that you are delivering and measuring the sponsor ROI that will be valuable to your clients? So make sure that you have connected tools like Google Analytics to track website traffic from your sponsors, links, and campaigns. eDirectory has a built-in analytics service where also on the sponsor dashboard, they can see how many clicks they have, how many leads they have, the traffic that their listing are having, and you can use that to your advantage. Once again, talking about how to pitch your presentation, make sure that you collect these data from your actual clients, from previous clients that you consider to be like a good use case for your website. Make sure that you highlight the traffic, the conversions, the lead generation, etc., to make the numbers prove what you are pitching, right? Not only words, but also prove to your customer that, hey, my website has value and we have everything to offer, like in terms of bundling options, we can agency services, and also helping proving that our clients have traffic, have clicks, have leads. That will definitely make a good case when you're trying to attract more sponsors. And also, of course, the directory has the Google's suite built in, so you can just go to googleanalytics.com and set up an account. It's a Google account. It's super quick, like 3 clicks, and you're done. And then you just copy and paste a number it will give you, and then go back to the directory dashboard and paste it there, and done. You're good to go.
Gabriel, one thing I wanted to add is when you're out sort of talking about ROI, return on investment, the value of what you're selling, one good comparison is with Google, with what Google charges per click for different categories. So if you take a look at Google for the segment and you say, hey, Google's charging 50 cents a click, it's a really good value proposition to go to somebody and say, hey, Google's charging 50 cents a click. We can give you the same value for much less. And that typically works pretty well as a sales pitch for digital advertisers.
That's right. And you usually have a minimum where you have to spend on Google daily. Let's say you spend $20 minimum daily, and that will add up over time. And that's a good confrontation you can do, that clients would pay much less to be featured on your website than paying to Google. And talking about common challenges and how to overcome them, usually the sponsors, they are concerned about generating the revenue back over what they invested on any kind of, whether it's your website or social media or Google, as we said. So be transparent about the value they receive and provide data to back up your claims. So just like we talked about here. Again, sponsors, they have their own dashboard once they create any kind of, let's say, a listing or an event or a classified. They will have their own dashboard where they can check daily what's going on with their advertisement there. And strategies for retaining sponsors: focus on building relationships, offering excellent service, and regularly updating them on their campaign performances. We will talk a little bit strategies on how to keep your sponsors for the long haul in a long-term relationship, where of course you can help them. You can create on your directory annuals. For example, instead of paying monthly, you can set a payment for a whole year, where you can take, for example, 3 months off, and then you offer that as a discount to make a sponsor invest annually on your website. So then you're good to go. You can run after other sponsors as well. So eDirectory is totally capable of doing that. And yes, that's a good strategy to keep your sponsors, to retain them if you have them. Remember that it's usually 4 to 5 times more expensive to get a new client than to maintain the ones you have already. So make sure that whatever clients you already have, make sure that you are in touch with them, you are offering a good service, you are offering yearly plans. As we mentioned, you are offering extras. Let's say every now and then you can offer a upgrade on their listing or whatever other module that they are working with, whether it's banners, whether it's some featured on the homepage or whatever, or even promotion on your email database as well, or social media. Make sure that your existing clients are happy with your service and they keep paying you year after year. Do you have any comments on this, James? Any strategy to retain customers for directories?
At the end of the day, it's really about the value that the site is providing. It all goes down to the content and the content that the site has, and that they want to be part of it, the content, the curation, and they want to be part of your brand. So it isn't just about, just putting whatever content up. It's really about the quality of it. Do you have the most up-to-date, the deepest, the best content? And are you helping people make purchase decisions? Is the site helping people make purchase decisions by, doing things like editor's choice or ranking or seal of approval? Those kind of things add a lot of value too. So end of the day, it's really about quality of content, and then people are going to want to be a part of that. And that's the key to long-term relationships.
That's right. As you mentioned, you can create, for example, the best of the year in every category that you have on your website and feature your best customers there as well. So you can create seals. In the directory, you have badges where you can give them to your best clients to say, hey, this one, we picked this one because that's a good customer and we believe in their product or, in their services. So you can really reward your best sponsors to retain them. Okay, so now we're going to go to a little demonstration here on how to set up your packages and how to create on your directory website. So let me just pull up my I think you can see my dashboard here, right? Do you have any questions before we go to the demo? I see that Larissa is helping you guys here on chat. Okay, so let's leave it to the end. So, okay, so as I've mentioned, last year, we introduced the new package for the new bundles and packages for a directory. And then how do you work with this new feature? So I am logged in my demo directory here. You just go to settings and then products and plans. If you have the latest version of a directory, you will see something like this. This is the new screen or after the version 13.5. If you don't have that, make sure you go to our support team and ask them for, hey, how can I upgrade my directory version so I can take advantage of these new upgraded products and plans page. Okay. And yes, so let's go to manage products first, so I can show you. So this would be the old products and plans page, where you can create for every module of a directory, you can create the tiers. So this is what we were talking about, the tiered plans offers. And here is where you can set up, for example, for the Diamond sponsor, they will have everything. This is a superpower user. They will have access to everything, but they will pay the premium for that. And here for the bronze, we will have super limited offers on what the user can do. Maybe this could be like a cheap plan or a free plan, so you can upsell them later. So this is the basic. Everybody has this screen as it is now. And let's go to the new version where you can create the bundles actually. Yeah, so you go to manage plans here. And yes, we have some tips. If you don't know how to use, you have our knowledge base content here. And this is basically it. We have created a few plans here just to highlight a few different tiers. For example, diamond listings or event or classifieds. So you go and create a new plan. So let's say I am creating a premium sponsor. So that will be my premium sponsor plan. They will pay, let's say they will have a 7-day trial. And for this, I can select annually, monthly. So this is new as well. One-time payment, weekly, bi-weekly. So this is new for the new version as well of the directory. Now you have all of this breakdown by period of time where you can charge your sponsors according to your strategy. Let's say I will go for monthly here, and this plan will cost $49. And then these are the included products that I will be offering in the premium sponsor plan. So let's say you have access to members only content. So that would go excellent for listings. So for example, you can lock any kind of content, whether it's an article or a listing. So only members can see the content. So they have to register on your directory in order to see the content, for example. Okay, I want this. And these are the tiered listings that we have created on the previous page. So let's say they will have access to a diamond listing, which is the best one. They will have access to a diamond event plan, diamond classified. These were all created previously. Okay, you can create any kind of module here that you want, any kind of tiered, or let's say 1 tier or 2 or 3 or 4. It goes to your strategy. They can also write articles, and they will have access. For example, you can select all of the banners that this power user has access. So let's say this is a pretty solid offering for $49 on your website, right? So I would just save the changes.
Gabriel, we had a question come in. Does it allow you to offer multiple choice on, say, you can have a monthly and an annual option?
Yes, you can add a second cycle here where you can, for example, for month, you pay $49, and let's say you can give them a one-time payment or a annual, and then you can do some discounts. For example, I don't know, like $300 a year, or I don't know. So you can have these two options for the same bundle. Okay,
great.
That applies as well. And if I go back to my plans, that it is here, premium sponsor, $49 a month, and I don't have any subscribers, a new plan. Okay, so every time that you have a listing, that is linked to this sponsor, it will show up here. So that means that you can easily see how many subscribers you have on each plan here. And if you want to see that in action, you have to go to your list with us page. That's the standard name. It might be different on your website, but on our website, you can create a custom page. Ours is called List with Us for our Miami local site here. And this is all customizable. Okay, this is all custom. You don't have to make it look like this. This is just an example to show you how a sponsor would see your list this page with the bundles that you have created. Okay, so you can again use the page editor to edit this page the way you want, using the widgets that you want. So you can make it very enticing for a sponsor that is looking for to be part of your directory. So yes, I think that's pretty much it for the demonstration, James. If you guys want to add anything.
Great. No, I think I'll open it. We'll open it up to questions. If anybody has any questions
All
on
right.
this topic or anything else, just drop them right into the online chat and we'll pick them up as they come. And also I did want to mention if anybody's having, trouble or questions about the platform, don't hesitate to reach out, to our team. We can do a private demo for you with an account exec, or have somebody from our support team walk you through what you need and figure it out. Okay, let's see. First question came in from William. Well, I know you offer a setup service package. I have most of the directory set up, but I'm looking for some additional business focused help to get launched. Do you have anyone on staff that I could pay to help with that? Not development, just the business side of things. Yeah, we can help you out. We'll reach out to you, William, and see exactly what you need and see what we can do to find some way to help you there. So we'll be in touch if you can note that, Larissa, and we'll follow up with him. Another question from Rob. Could we have the link to that demo that was just shown with the Miami listing?
Sure.
Yeah. That's just kind of a
Sure.
demo we use internally here, but we'll send you the link, no problem. Great. Okay, there's the links. Pop those links in. So, fantastic. Looks like pretty light on questions today. If anybody has anything else, like to
We have
add.
the survey. We have the survey at the end here as well.
Yeah, we have a survey for some feedback on the webinar. We are trying to make these webinars helpful for you, so give us some feedback after we close down the webinar. And yeah, if there are no more questions, I guess just want to thank everybody for joining us, and check back in a couple weeks, and we'll have another webinar for you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.